So this is part two. But to see that they sell the those kids, this to these pedophiles, to these governmental entities. I mean, what the future? I don't know how much money can make this person recover from being involved in it, in this. You know, they even hype this person up like this kind of kids like, nah, this brave, this is so brave. Look, poof, what's you like? You feel like air there. They just took away her. Now listen, I don't know if that's the specific person that is going to be used to be framing me, but it's so sad. Now I know in my brain they're gonna change this. They're gonna create something sexy in my brain. Try not even that's the word they use. They're gonna try to create her in a way that is like appealing to me. It look like me. I'm like, when I was in the elevator, I swear I couldn't even feel her. It felt like nothing was there. But the psychological aspect of having a child go through these things, I wonder what it does to the future of this kid. She's in the elevator with me. She knows I don't even feel like if she feels like it's like air, just extra air. Then she's gonna have to act accordingly. Method acting. The embarrassment. The humiliation. And then you hear this trash. Yeah, I've been trying to look at this. So pathetic. Was I wrong? Did I not say that? Look at this nothing. This little like, you know, they'll tell me like, no, like the kids' fathers are gonna do this, and that's like, oh my gosh, the poor father. Poor father. Look at your kid. Come home, take care of your children. Look at the stupidity they are here doing, the humiliations. Look at the embarrassment. While this trash out here telling, now thank you, guys. Oh, thank you. You're so brave. Oh, I'm busy. They need somebody to come and be like, well, this is brave. What do you have your kids do that? It's humiliating. It's sad to see this kid, and she was looking at him. And right now they're stimulating me. It's like, cool. I know this technology can force everybody to have this reactions however they want to, but this is so pathetic. It's so pathetic. They leave this in my brain. They're like, nah, I'm gonna see like whatever bullshit. I'm so thankful I have this camera to kind of bring reality. Now it doesn't stop whatever's gonna happen. Frame everybody knows there's gonna be some frame happening. There's gonna be some falsification. I know they know this. This is all bullshit. So you know, I hear them. No, she's young. She's young. The kid that just ended up dying because of the mass shooting is not much younger than this person. Maybe a year younger than this kid. So I'm like, imagine your parents. Imagine the kids that just died. They killed. This shit. Your child's age, even younger, like a year younger maybe. This kid was just playing ball. Like that, whoop, gone, heaven. You're trash as you're selling your kids to this. I was at work asking them, oh, how's your child? Yeah, must be good, nice, huh? Well, they're telling this trash to be like, you know, they sell your kids. You're so bold. Like, this is the ball. Wow, this is so brave. Oh my gosh. You see how the boldness? You feel like air in the nothing. Just low life. You're just training yourself to be a low life bottom feeder. A coward. There's nothing There's nothing bold about framing people. This is just trash stuff. That's what trash do. You're trash. I'm sorry. It's kind of even sad. I almost felt sad because he's a kid. It's pathetic. When you're gonna watch me, you're still gonna be trash. But these people say, "Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you." Ask them to do that with their kids. Nope. But they will thank you. So thank you for that. Oh, thank you. It's so bold. That's so brave of you. NBC. You're a coward of life. For life now. And you're going to be doing worse things. There's no way you can come back to be a normal person. Ask these white people's kids to do that. Ask these people. No, but you're trash as willing to sell your kids like that. Now she's out here acting. Well, you know these people in this program you're doing this. A kid just died. A baby younger than even your kid. Trash. And to hear this trash next door who's so excited about me, how crazy these horrible things are going. What is it going to do to you? Tell me, are you going to get an ounce of happiness? Like, anything good is going to come from you, from this? Nothing. You're trash. Good for, I'm glad that that's what brings you happiness. At the office, I was looking at these people, I was like, they were doing these things where, first of all, the manipulations are obvious. I was talking to this woman, right? I talked about it. It's a coworker. She was so willing to show her child. She was like looking for any time she could to show her child, her baby, especially the little girl, because that's when they said, "No, we mapped it. When you were a kid, that's you." Trash ass. Grown ass women talk about it. They renowned to do the pedophilia type of torture, and she was so willing to show her child. And then I was like, next time I see her, because she has two children. A kid that's about the same age of the kid that just got killed, and a baby who's like 5 years old. They did these things toward the 5-year-old. It's funny, it took a few tries for them to do this nasty manipulation. The first time they kind of turned it down, it was just like her. The kid is kind of interesting, like and funny looking a little bit. And then they did this nasty simulation where the picture was of her like laying on some kind of pets or whatever. And then that's when they started doing this thing. And I'm like, she was so willing to show her kid, her baby, so they can manipulate my brain this way. So I'm like, when I see her today, I'm going to ask her, hey, how's your child? How's your boy? He's good. What's his name again? Oh, and I said somebody else's name that's no longer with us. I said, oh, okay, cool. Oh, no, but the little one's good. Because that's where they did the manipulation toward. So, the little one, the baby, huh? No, okay. But the older one, huh? Yeah, I know. You are taking refuge in the way you can manipulate my brain to counter the fact that you're in a program that today is still killing children and torturing children. And you are living off the way you can manipulate the people's brain, which has been a pedophilia-centric way. Throughout this weekend, because there was this story about this woman her name is Monique. Monique is a famous black comedian, but when she was 7 years old, something bad thing happened to her. Well, actually, it was something that was ongoing. When she was 7 years old, when she was 7 years old, her older brother, who was 13 years old, was molesting her for about a year or so, right? Destroyed her, traumatized her. She was being violated by her brother. For me, they wish that's what I did when I was a kid. It's not. What happened when I was a child, it was an impulsive thing I did to myself, which even when I was making the videos, like mostly myself. No, I did that to myself. I did whatever I did to myself, but it was an appropriate time because, there's something else. To myself, but it was me with me. Never happened ever again. You understand? Now, these people, they know very well how kids can function. Children have lack of logic, they're impulsive, sometimes they don't even know any better, they do something stupid. It's what a child is capable of doing, especially when it's something that's like non-repetitive. If something that happened once and never happens again, matter of fact, it was such an impulsive thing that my brain didn't even retain it. It completely vanished. Completely. It's funny, I was at work, they're like, no, it's conveniently forgot, huh? Conveniently. Do you think when I was like a kid, I was like, forget this? No. I was a kid who just did an impulsive thing. That's what you're capable of doing when you're a child. They know these things. Some of these trash have kids, like this next door neighbor. Like this mother who's so willing to show her child. She knows her child is a child mentally. A 13, 14-year-old is not going to, he's going to do one impulsive thing and he never, it can never like, it will be such a like. Now I'm talking to people who know these things. They work, they manipulate the brain. Some of them have expertise to play with the brain in ways, so they know. They know. So they're trying to make me imagine what this woman experienced when she was a kid, to be what happened when I was a kid and what I did as a child. To put things to that level of extreme, because yes, kids can do things that are traumatic to other kids. But that was not the case. They really tried to, it was such an impulsive thing to myself. And even because there's this article, right, that says that to consider something being sexual abuse, sexual contact or something like that have to happen. And they try to be like, no, it's sexual contact. She touched it. She didn't try to trash. No, I did something to myself. But in fact, they keep bringing back, making me imagine. Remember in the video I made a while ago, talk about use her hand. They've been trying since earlier on to try to make me imagine that what I did as a child was inclusive of somebody else's hand. This is what they were trying to make me imagine. It's like, no, I did this thing, and I'm still talking about me as a child. To myself when I was a kid. It was just me doing something stupid to myself. And I don't need to go into details. But they were trying to change that. No, I used my hand on myself. You wish that I used this person's hand on me. It did not happen. But I know what I did is when I look at it as an adult, I'm like, ugh. What was I thinking? Because I'm a functioning grown man who can think clearly about, like, okay, what the hell was that? Ugh. But I understand that child is what a child is capable of doing. And I didn't have to say, what I say was not magical. And I was like, I'm not even trying to minimize what I did as a kid. But you got to understand, the child is what a child is in the brain of a middle schooler. It's still forming. These people, all this trash knows. It's like, nah, it's abuse. Trash us. Not only this kid just died, but the program itself tortured directly children. Children have died directly because of the torment and the torture they've been going through. Slow death. And everywhere you look at this trash for what they are, and they think because, with me, what was disgusting is to see these people play this feminist, play this woke. It's like, no. You guys do too much horrible things to not only the babies, the kids that you torture. You have a child that's 4 or 5 years old. You know what they do to a 4 or 5-year-old in this program? You heard the testimony. You heard what they do to these babies. They violate them using defense technology. They harm them sexually. This is not me making that up. This is what you hear in the testimonials. It's the reality. You are working in a program where sexual torture is truly utilized to break people down, including kids. You think I'm going to live your comical fucking woke looking PC? I know whose money it is. This is the government running this program. I think people just torture children for the fun of torturing children? Of course, I know this bigger than that. It's evil as hell. But there's a purpose behind this evil. I get it. I know why you do that to children. You need to apply that to people of all ages, all gender, and on top of that, this kind of stress can be applied onto the parents, on the teacher, because it seems like stress and torment is utilized to break down the target individual, this test subject. So I was at work, I'm like, there's nothing you can do. And whatever you're doing to me to make me experience this nasty way is 24/7, non-stop. And then your rationality in this is to make me believe that what you're doing to me is to make me think like a child. What the F? Since when being a child is the way? Like, why would you want to make somebody a child? That doesn't make sense, because obviously that's not true. You are making me experience things that are not naturally happening to me. You are forcing things that shouldn't be happening to me if I was me. And then you are trying to gaslight me into accepting this bullshit. But it's like, no, it matters. You, it's war. What war? A 16-year-old kid just died. It's not even 16. 14-year-old kid just died. A 14-year-old kid just died playing bowling while you trust us. We have war. Looking at me. It's like, ugh. Opening the door and looking at the floor. Like, are you serious? You fucking serious? A child, 10-year-old got shot in the leg. I saw this guy who's like burning. It's like he was saying how he had a 10-year-old child. Like, yeah. Imagine your child's like, why would people do that? Why people would shoot this and trash us? And throughout this whole time, they were stimulating me toward that 10-year-old kid. Trash. No shame. It's so stupid. The delusional. The painting the storylines of these people. Like, you really think that I'm gonna let you play this fucking role and I'm gonna be accepting of these manipulations? Listen, I understand. There is financial and other incentives that is super enjoyable. I get it. But I cannot let you live your fantasy. You do what you're gonna do. You're gonna enjoy your incentives, but being reality is not something. This reality here is not gonna escape. The pain that you're gonna make experience, it's the same pain that you have made a child experience. It's not your pain. It's the Department of Defense technology that can cause this pain. You're just the one who's implementing it because it's going to be implemented regardless. Do you think I'll ever look at you like, oh my gosh, that's your money? Oh my God, this is a fierce femme fatale money. Look at her. You fucking serious? To see that and see these people really like you, how much more signs are you for sure you're gonna get reimbursed? Look at. I don't think I've never seen this person or this kid. I should say, I don't. But I could describe it. I know this bottom feeders they're gonna be like some pathetic looking people. And she's a freaking kid. Like, it's just. And I know in my head they right now they're working on how to create stimulations. And she's looking at me and it was like, whoa. Weak life. Pathetic. Sad. In my head, they tried to make me think of. I had on my Tinder. It was this profile that looked so perfect, and the profile said it was 22 years old, and she was like, at first I was like, okay, and like it was like they had like the stimulation. It's like, okay, and I look at it, oh God, this is a kid. There's no way this is a 22-year-old. And I remember the reason why I was like on a 22 is because they tried to make me forget how like a 22-year-old looked like. And so I'm like, I got like this weird first stimulation, which is what they can create. And then I look, I was like, Jesus, this is a kid. Makeup all fucked up, looking weird. Ugh, Jesus. And they make me think, is this? See, I took this picture, like, look at this bottom feeders. Look up and take this look. See, I don't like to put makeup on. And see her makeup all fucked up, all put all around her. So this is a fucking kid. They tried to get me first because the picture was like this. And then I'll go to the next picture. I was like, what the hell? I still have this. I can bring it up. Embarrass this clown. It's so sad. And I know it's easy to do what they do. I'm not going to try to be aggressive toward a kid. Look at this dumbass. Look. He's looking at me. Look. This gimmickness. This sad, pathetic thing. For sure that's a child. She look at me. No. In my head, they try to make me have a bottle. It's like, maybe he's like somebody who looked like a kid, but it's not a kid. It's like she's a kid. It's so sad. But I need to maintain strength and get ready for whatever horrible thing I'm going to go through. Every time I bring reality, like, you're going to get knocked out. I was like, listen, at this point, this can knock me out. Like this, you can just do this and I'm going to pass out. I am so fragilized. My brain is so Sometimes when I'm walk, I'm like, what's good? Like my walk, this like I feel like my brain just being destroyed. My eyes are just destroyed. My organs just like I accidentally hit somebody. He just grabbed my ribs. Boom. I was like, oh Jesus, what the hell? Like it just barely touched me. I was like, Jesus, I can break like this because they're using this DoD technology onto me. Death is here for me, and I'm okay. I can look at death this like this. Like, it's today or what? Okay. But I know that who's killing me, even if this trash pressing the button, even if the ones spending dedicating their time, these people cannot do nothing to me. They're just the bottom feeder for these governmental entities. Like I will never look at it like, you think when I die, I will not think this apartment is. If you're killing me, it's because I'm already dead. That means that I was put in a program where they do these things. Look, this trash in the air, like I feel like air right next to me, meaning there was just almost nothing there. Look, if it was war, why would I not do something to somebody like that? Because I know better. Look at this weakness. There's nothing. How stupid would I look? She has to stay on method acting. Trash. And this bottom feeder's hyping her up, calling her, we're bold, we're brave. Like, no, you're not. This is trashy stuff. That's what trash people do. You know who's brave? That 10-year-old who got shot in the leg. That's brave. This poor baby, her leg got hit. A bullet just hit her. That's brave. And she asked the right question. Why would people do that? Well, this trash, target individual. Stay strong. It's just annoying, but you gotta be strong. And know that you're dignified. It's tough. It's not easy. It's not easy. Because you know that these people that you see, even if they're partaking in that, they're not the one killing you. Now for real. They're not the one doing things to you for real. They're just maybe the tools, the people who implement it. They implement things, but it's because it's been triggered to be implemented. I can never look at it like, what could you really do to me? Like, you could do nothing to me. Who are you? Look, you go to school. Like, look at these people talking like that. Now you pay it. Then you everywhere the world. It's like, okay. Then you see them walking. It's like, it's going to be the worst torture. It's like, oh yeah, it's going to be worse than the torture of the children. Clown. To my target individuals, stay strong.